Follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun. Follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun, but don't stay too close now, not too close. Don't stay too close now, not too close. You got my fist smile, you got your wrecking ball. You got a million reasons to believe that I am just a fool for you, baby. I am just a fool for you. I told you, don't go this way. Am I making myself clear? Oh, I used to, cause I'm tired of the way we move. I'm feeling like a washout. You said to run away, maybe I just gotta stay, gotta stay. Follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun, but don't stay too close now, not too close. Don't stay too close now, not too close. You got your tongue tied, I got my fingers crossed, and Mary Poppins just can't shake the fact that I'm just a fool for you, baby. I'm just a fool for you. I told you, don't go this way. Am I making myself clear? Oh, I used to, cause I'm tired of the way we move. I'm feeling like a washed-up fool. You said to run away, maybe I just gotta stay, gotta stay. Tired of the way we move. I'm feeling like a washed-up fool. You said to run away, maybe I just gotta stay, gotta stay. Follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun, follow the sun. Thank you.
Hi guys, you're tuned in to another Rappler Live Jam. I'm Amanda and that was Fingers Crossed by Carousel Casualties. And they'll be staying with us for the rest of the night. Wow, the rest of the night, di naman. But like for the next few minutes. So we have Pau and Emmy on vocals and guitars, Ryan on drums, and Earl on bass,
and synths.
and tiny synth, tiny keyboard. It's so cute. So hi guys, welcome to Rappler.
Hello.
Yay, it's great to have you guys here. Yay. So the song you played earlier, Fingers Crossed, that was, for everyone's information, previously unreleased song.
Yes.
Am I correct? So this is the first time that people are actually hearing the song.
Yes. Actually, this is the first time that we're playing this, on record.
Cool. So it's a Rappler exclusive.
It is actually.
hearing it here first. And you'll be playing a few more new songs tonight.
Yes.
So what was that song about, Fingers Crossed?
Fingers Crossed is actually a song I wrote about my career as a musician because in the chorus, no, because the main like catch of the song is like follow the sun, right? To me, the sun is like doing music, making a career out of music. And like
Ooh.
I tell myself constantly every day to follow the sun, follow what your passion is all about, follow your dream which is to become a musician. Because I'm an architect by profession, and ever since I was
Cool.
in college, I've always wanted to play music, and I've always wanted to make a profession out of it. So it's like a pat in the back on the back that I tell myself I want to follow the sun, but don't stay too close.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you keep on following your passion blindly, it's like you're gonna get burned, just like what happened to Icarus in the
Ah.
mythology. So it's like a self-reminder song.
Cautiously
Yeah.
follow the sun.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're an architect by
Yeah.
profession.
Yes.
And I think and you guys are students, right? The rest of the band.
Yeah.
So how do you balance school, work, and music?
Gotta ask, like, how do you do it?
Pow.
Yeah, time management. Yeah, you just gotta know your priorities. Yeah.
Right. So do you have class? Did you have class today?
I did have class today.
Oh my gosh. All of them
I
came
came-
from class.
Yeah, we all came
Wow. Oh, thanks guys for being here. Glad you made it.
from class. Thank you for inviting.
So does that figure into your songs at all? Like, being a student, being an architect. Does that figure into your music?
Oh, you mean the architecture and
Yeah.
music?
Like your day jobs. Does
Oh.
that feed your music somehow?
Actually, the day jobs, well, it's nice to make music at the same time while you're working at the same time because you have content. Because if you don't have anything to do in your life and you're doing music, it's like you have no content, right? So like
Yeah.
when you make music, you think about what you do on a normal basis, daily basis. So for me, I write mostly about the experiences that I see in other people and the experiences, not really romantic, but like career and everyday experiences. Like some are very mundane, some are very um, some are more substantial. So my day job as a professional is actually helping me make more
Yeah.
music.
Giving you stuff to write about,
yes,
in other words.
a lot.
Cool. So you guys have been together since 2016.
Yes.
Was was there ever any point? I'm sure it's gotten difficult considering you have day jobs
Yeah.
and you have school. Was there any point at all where you were like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Every single time.
Oh
But
my gosh! So what keeps you going?
It's a constant battle. It's a constant battle within yourself. You always ask yourself, is it worth thing to do? Is it worthwhile to be in a situation where you have to prioritize something more real and something that you really really want to do? So it's always a constant battle inside your thoughts and your heart. It's always asking the same questions every day and arriving at the same answer every day.
Right.
That yes, you should do what you love.
It's worth it.
It's worth
Yeah.
it.
Si Pao nag-react. Bakit ka nag-react na?
Well,
Do you feel that it was particularly relevant to you?
oh no one. I mean, I'm very happy that these are my brothers. You
Oh.
guys.
I guess that helps then that you're
Yeah, it really helps too.
super
Like
close.
we of course we all feel at one point parang we all felt burnt out or something. Yung sunod-sunod, tapos parang, we're not getting anywhere. Yung mga ganon. But then, it's the little things that really matter, that stick to us, and wow, we really appreciate everything that's, been happening.
We started telling ourselves, you know what? Because before we were like, are we gonna get somewhere actually? Is this going somewhere? Is this
Yeah.
even worth anything? And so we stopped asking ourselves that, and then stuff happened. This happened.
Yeah.
Before we were like, when are we gonna Rappler? Thank you, Rappler, for inviting us
Yeah.
tonight. We're
And
so
now
happy.
you're here. Yay.
It's just about. It's like never question something that you love wholeheartedly. So that's one. Yeah.
Interesting piece of advice for anyone out there who wants to do this also. What was I gonna ask? What has been your favorite moment so far in the 3 years that you've been together as a band? Favorite gigs? Wonderland. He said, I will interpret because people might not be able to hear. Ryan said Wonderland was the best moment because you got to play with Daniel Caesar and who else? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what was that like, being alongside these international artists? Was it nerve-wracking?
It was super overwhelming. The night before, we didn't really sleep. It's because we wanted to release as much energy as we could. So like we stayed up until like 4 a.m.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Because it's like
And we were all
I can't
together
sleep.
just jamming.
Yeah, we were at Pao's house already
Yeah.
at that time, and we were all like, "Why are we not sleeping?" It's because we're all restless. We're all like, "What? Tomorrow's the day that we've been waiting for."
Did you rehearse for that, like, intensely?
That night, the jamming that night was supposed to be the rehearsal before Wonderland, and we were all like still hyped at like 3 and 4 in the
Yeah,
morning.
so
we were
like
like
we just
at
kept
your porch
jamming.
talking about everything that's gonna happen. So that was very overwhelming.
So did the experience match your expectations?
Well, personally, I was so sleepy during the time that we were already performing. So like probably 30-40% of the time I was like probably half awake and half daydreaming about what's happening.
Yeah.
So it was a really really awesome experience, but like sound wise, I don't know if it was good because I was
Well,
so nervous.
I guess it was because it didn't end your career, right? So it must
I
have
guess
been
so.
good.
I guess so.
So your next song for us, this is called Waves.
Yes.
Another new song, hearing it here first. What's this song about?
Actually, it's not a new song. I wrote it a few years back, probably 2015. It's one of the first few songs that I did in my bedroom as a demo song for the project called Carousel, Casualties. So I wrote this song when I went to La Union once. And then it was during the time that I was busy in school doing a lot of drawings, a lot of plates. And I decided to go to La Union with my friend. And then I stared at the waves and I was like, my God, I think this is a bad idea because I still have plenty to do. I still have like work to do. And then I decided to come here. And so you can't really swim there because the waves are super strong, right? So they said you can't swim. So like I just did some wave watching and I reflected.
Wave watching.
Yeah, wave watching.
That's an activity.
Yeah.
Next time you go to La Union.
Yeah, you just have
Wave watching.
hold your beer like that and just watch the waves and then reflect on life. Yeah, wave watching. In
That's
the
a
wind.
thing.
You
We'll make it a thing.
Because at that time I didn't know how to surf. It's like surfing was not a thing for me. And then I was like, I guess I'll just wave watch while drinking. And then I wrote a song. I started the song there. Then I finished the song when I got back to Manila. And then I guess it's been one of the first few songs I wrote for Carousel Casualties.
So why'd you decide to release it now?
I think it's because the song has always been a message to myself also. It's like a horcrux to myself that it's a horcrux. It's like telling myself that sometimes you have to stop and just watch the waves of life like come at you and wash off all the things that you did like in your past life to allow yourself to be renewed. Something like that. I didn't want to sound deep. It's just my own self-reflection. I do
Your
that a
wave
lot.
watching thoughts.
My wave watching thought.
Okay, let's hear it. This is Carousel Casualties with Wave.
When we were kids, I was kind enough to be polite. When everything feels just right, I took the longest side. And if you think that it was easy growing to see it all, I don't mind. I think twice all the time. 'Cause these waves, I need to step aside and let them break. Wash off all the sins I did from yesterday before I set myself on fire. I think you're one of a kind. I love it that you don't hide. All of the things that we do, they all just turn out right. And if you think that it was easy growing busy, you know, I don't mind. I think twice all the time. 'Cause these waves, I need to step aside and let them break. Wash off all the sins I did from yesterday. Let them crash and take it all away. These waves, I need to step aside and let them break. Wash off all the sins I did from yesterday before I set myself on fire. These waves, I need to step aside and let them break. Wash off all the sins I did from yesterday. Let them crash and take it all away. These waves, I need to step aside and let them break. Wash off all the sins I did from yesterday before I set myself on fire. Once I'm closer to the light, I will be falling through the night. And I believe that it's true. Yeah, I think that it's you. Thank you.
Yay, thank you. If you guys are just tuning in, that was Carousel Casualties with their second song for the night, Waves. And this is unreleased. So where can people, if they like what they hear tonight, where can they listen to this? Is it going to be on Spotify?
The YouTube channel of Rappler. That's the only place they can
Really?
see all of these songs, except like the last song that we're gonna play.
Yeah,
So,
I'm excited for that. So
Yeah.
interesting. Why are you saving it for like one big release? Is that why you're?
We're currently working on an album right now, which I don't know if we're targeting it to release this year or early next year, but the songwriting and the recording process, they're simultaneously happening. So all of these songs that we're gonna play for you tonight, I'm not sure if all of them will make it to the album, but these are new tunes that I guess people can look forward to hearing. Yeah.
So of course, you would play these at your gigs too, right? So
Not exact. No, yeah. Well,
Some songs.
some of the songs that we're playing.
okay, I'm just concerned because people who hear it might wanna hear it over and over again. So
Yeah.
I guess you gotta listen to it on Rappler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna redirect them to the channel, and
Yay,
then, you know.
thanks guys. So you have a, like I hear, like with that song and Fingers Crossed and your
Yeah.
other songs that are on Spotify, there's like a Brit poppy feel to it,
Britpop.
and like yeah, like Arctic, like very 90s ish. So
I heard that word again.
sorry, does that
No.
does that ano?
No. Oh, I mean, I love that band, which
Yeah.
I'm not gonna name again.
Secret.
But I love that Britpop sound.
Yeah.
I started listening to Britpop when I was in like high school, like mid high school, and then I discovered The Cure. The first time I discovered The Cure, I was in the music room, and I heard the song "Boys Don't Cry," and it's such a sad song, right? But then they're playing major chords. They're playing sparkly major chords. And then afterwards, I discovered the Smiths. And Johnny Marr, the guitarist of the Smiths, he plays like happy, chromatic songs. But their lyrics are so sad. And I got interested in that type of like, I guess, clash in personality. It's like you're playing a happy tune, like generally made for happy songs, but then you're singing such sad stuff. And I guess that was one of among the many other influences that I picked up. That's one of the styles that I picked up the most.
Mm.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming you're the one who writes
Oh, yeah.
most of the songs or all the songs. You're like the chief songwriter.
Yeah. Yeah.
How does your process go? Like when you, okay, I guess you go wave watching and then
Yeah, that's one.
the
That's
song
one.
comes to you. Like how do you work it out in your head?
I started out because I didn't know how to play. I didn't know how to make songs before. I started out just writing poems and essays when I was younger, and then when I decided to finally write my first song, I took a poem that I did years back and turned it into a song. Just played over like 4 chords, and then I told myself, oh, it actually works to make a song. So that's how it goes usually.
So do the lyrics come first for you?
A lot of times they do.
Oh.
A lot of times they do. Some, actually you can tell. Like there's this one song called "Safety" in Madison, the EP that we released a few years back. It's a song in particular that the melody came out first. That's why obviously the lyrics are kind of like fit into the melody. Songs like Leona in the EP, it's a song that I wrote with the words first, not the melody, because it was a poem. So you can actually tell the contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting because like the other artists or a lot of the other artists that we talk to, it's usually like they start jamming. So it's
Oh,
the music
yeah.
that comes first and then they put the lyrics in. So interestingly enough, the lyrics mostly come first for you. And then everyone just learns.
Yeah,
the,
they do their magic. All of them. They're
Right.
like geniuses. I'm actually the least adept musician in this band. Like they're all like good at what they do. I'm the least adept.
So you give them the material and you let them work their magic.
Humble masyado.
No.
Ang sweet nyo naman masyado. So when you release your music, like you put it out on social media and yeah, online, how does that feel? Like do you like with your EP Madison, you released that in 2017.
2017.
So
yes.
how did that feel when you released it and then suddenly you were getting all these reactions from people?
Oh. Well, it felt really nice. Nice.
Nice.
It was very heartwarming and
So mostly
overwhelming.
Positive yung
Yeah,
response.
positive. Well, of course, there are always gonna be like
Yeah, there's
that
always-
reviews that or like comments.
Yeah, but we did get
criticizing,
an
but
okay review from that
Oh, yeah.
particular page.
oh yeah.
We did get an okay review. If you guys are watching, like people from that particular page, we're not gonna name. Thank you for
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
okay
thank you.
so review.
Ah.
That
So-
means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Hey, okay's not bad. It's not. It's literally not bad.
It's literally not
okay.
bad. It's okay. It's all right.
Does that affect you at all when you? Because you know it's the social media age, so there's less of a barrier between you and your audience. So how does that affect your creative? I don't know, your creative process or your music or your will to keep doing this.
Yeah.
Does it at all affect?
It does for me. Because sometimes you can't stop thinking about the people who are going to listen to the stuff that you're doing right now. So sometimes when I sit down and write, I can't stop thinking about the reception of the people, how they would react. But most of the time, I just let it be. Because it's like, at the end of the day, you're writing songs for you and your friends and your bandmates. It's like, as long as we're happy together, it doesn't really super matter if the masses or everyone would like it. So, you know, to each his own. We don't really aim to please everyone,
Yeah.
as long as we think it's substantial amongst ourselves. Yeah.
Was there ever a song where where none of you could agree on how it would turn out?
Was there? That's an interesting question.
Why are you
song.
looking at Ryan? Was he the one who disagreed?
No, it's actually Jot. If wherever you are right now, I know you're studying. Jot is actually our musical director. He's the guy with the long hair, as you can
Right.
see in the poster. Wherever you are, Jot, this question is actually for you. Eh.
So
Was there
he's
ever
the
a song
musical director.
Yeah.
Siya ba yung parang palaging kumukontra ganun?
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. 'Cause if it's like I play a wrong note, if someone plays a wrong note, he's like the police. If there's a grammar
Oh.
Nazi, he's the music Nazi. Because he's the music guy. Like he's the only guy who does music production in the band. So
Oh, Ryan also.
Ryan is music business.
Oh, yeah,
So,
music business.
So but I guess you need that, you know. So
yeah,
Yeah.
the
we need that-
police.
we need that police guy to. Just like whenever the last thing that we disagreed on was this change in one song. Like we did it last Saturday, right? It was like live, and then I changed the whole song, and then he got really mad because it's like, don't do that, don't do that. It's like you're messing up our performance, and he's so meticulous, that guy. And then, wherever
Shout
you are,
out to
Jod,
Jod.
I hope you're studying well.
I think they miss you over
We
here.
miss you, Jod.
So I guess it all turns out for the best.
Yeah. it
I mean,
did.
your songs are pretty cool.
Thank you so much.
So your next song for us is Circles.
Yes.
What is this song about?
Another La Union song for me.
Wow.
It's like whenever I go to La
Ang
Union,
productive naman nung trip na yun.
yeah, because I've only gone to La Union thrice. Once when I was a kid, and twice in my adult life, in my natural adult life. Those two times were, those two times were actually very, I guess, substantial. Yeah. So I went to La Union. And,
Clearly.
yeah, I wrote this song. It's a very personal song for me. I like it. It's another poetry that I did when I was there. I was just people watching. This time I was not.
People watching
I
now.
wasn't wave watching anymore. I was just people watching. 'Cause-
Nagsawa ka na sa waves.
yeah. Di ako makalangoy. It's so
Frustrating.
yeah. It's so frustrating. So I just told myself, I'm just gonna people watch, and then yeah, this song was born out of
Okay.
people watching. So
Circles. Let's hear it. Carousel Casualties with Circles.
your heart's an empty canvas, displays of vivid madness. I'd say you're all about your style. But never think I've done that. But you cake for another comeback. Shine bright like a little strobe light tonight. You make the shows on a late night TV screen, like golden days of black and white Broadway scene. You got no idea, do you? I'm struggling to confess. You got me running circles, chasing after you. You got me running circles, chasing after you. Early night in terracotta, couples wigs in the Macarena. You're a maze, it's gonna take a while. You're a graceful, glitchy daydream, the kind that makes you twitch your main scene. You're a manipulation in disguise, made for Sunday morning lullabies, the type to take control of the morning skies. You got no idea, do you? I'm struggling to confess. You got me running circles, chasing after you. You got me running circles, chasing after you. You got me running circles, whoa, and I'm chasing after you. You got me running circles, whoa, and I'm chasing after you. Sit so while I save a little moments when the light hits your eyes, your eyes. Sit so while I save a little moments when the ocean breeze feels right, feels right. You got me running so and I'm chasing after you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Thank you.
Yay, thank you. That was Carousel Casualties with their song Circles. And you're hearing it here first again.
Yes.
He wrote, Emmy wrote it in La Union while people watching.
Yeah.
The earlier song he wrote while wave
Wow,
watching.
we watched.
So things happen in La Union when you watch things.
Yeah.
And actually, like, I feel like that song would be so appropriate on the beach. Like,
Yeah.
while people watching, pati yung waves, parang very, I don't know, very, like, clearly it was influenced by that magical trip to La Union.
Yeah, the magical trips.
Trips. Oh, they were two separate trips.
Yeah, they were two separate
Oh, okay.
trips.
Okay. Now that's clear. So I guess whenever you need material, you just go to La Union.
Yeah, probably. This time with them, maybe. It's like we could make a new song. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot to introduce them pala. So like, I've always wanted to like, because Earl just joined the band this year.
Hi,
He came
Earl.
from a band called Robin the Hitman. They're a soul R&B rock band that isn't that was in the same that is in the same management as us. Earl joined us this year, and welcome
Welcome,
officially Earl to the band.
Is this his first gig with you guys?
No, this is probably like the nth gig because he would session for Jot
Ah,
a lot
okay.
of times when Jot has school and has family gatherings. So we took him in, and thank you for playing with us, Earl. So yeah, yay, Earl.
Are you enjoying so far, Earl? Yay. Yes, very enjoyable.
This
Earl,
is-
yeah, go ahead.
This is Pao.
Hello, I'm Pao.
Hi, Pao.
This is Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
So,
Hi,
yeah.
guys, again.
I've always wanted to introduce my band in the most sabaw way
I think
possible.
you just accomplished that.
Yeah. you just did.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
So you guys are recording new music. You're working on a new album, but you can't say yet when this album will be out.
We can't say at the moment because we don't know the flow of recording and songwriting. But it's on. It's like
In
it's
the
there.
Going
Yeah, yeah.
smoothly, yeah.
It's happening.
It's happening. It's happening.
So how does that work when you put together an album? Is there like a theme that you follow musically or lyrically, or do you just churn out the songs?
Personally, I want the theme to be different from the EP that we just released 2 years ago. This album is more of like an amalgamation of all the other like styles that we incorporated in our personal sound as a band. So, because the concept of the album is like, since I'm very much into architecture, right? So like the album is like a structure, and when you enter the structure, there's several rooms. So each room is a different space, and so I want the album to have the same feeling that each room with a space has a different song, and it's a different personality. So yeah,
But all within one house.
all within one house,
Interesting.
all within the same structure that 4-5 people built together. Yeah.
So that's very exciting. Like I'm now intrigued to hear this album, but I guess we're gonna have to
We're gonna
wait
have to
and
wait
see.
a bit longer.
When people want updates from you guys, do they just tune in on or follow your Facebook? Like, what are your social media accounts?
You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. It's at Carousel CSLTS. Yeah, for
CSLTS.
Instagram and
Casualties.
Twitter. Yeah, because you're
Carousel Casualties minus the
minus
The
vowel.
vowels.
on
Yeah.
Instagram
And
and
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
But most importantly, please do follow us on Spotify. Yeah, because Spotify is life. Life is Spotify.
Really?
So-
Why is it live?
Because.
Because of the royalties.
No,
Just kidding.
she said it already. Too late.
I was just gonna prevent you. But
Okay.
just forget about what Pao said.
Okay.
Follow us on Spotify. Enjoy the music and
Yeah.
ride the carousel with us.
The carousel,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
don't be casualties.
Don't be
Yeah,
casualties.
So aside from your new album, what else are your upcoming plans? I know you have few gigs lined up.
we are playing a few weeks from now. We're playing Malasimbo music. It's our we're playing March 2, right? For second day. We're playing second day of Malasimbo, our second international music festival. Yay! And
Yay!
you know, it's
From Wonderland to Malasimbo.
yeah.
Yay.
So like, we're excited for that. If you guys want to enjoy Malasimbo, the beach, and cool music, and see us there, we're gonna be there for sure. But
gonna be fun.
oh, I'd like to invite people also on the 20th. We have a fundraising event. It's called Chubibo Night, Volume 1. And it's going to be at Route 196, Katipunan. We're fundraising for our music video, which is going to be released this March. Besides that, we're also playing with Bana Herbera, right? They're releasing an album on the 23rd. We're also going to be there. Guys, you guys can also see us there and see Bana Herbera with us. What
Thursday. Thursday. We have
Thursday.
2 gigs.
This Thursday.
Yes.
It's Valentine's Day, right? We have 2 gigs Valentine's
Oh, yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
We have Sagiho,
You'll
and we
have your date
have-
there.
Yeah, you can
Grab
have,
your date.
Yeah.
or you can date us if you want. Like,
Oh.
the 4 of us at the same, the 5 of us at the same
Oh,
time.
no.
You can have conversation.
Okay.
Do you want to date them? At the same time?
There's a Sagiho gig and there's a
Yeah.
beach.
Beach Taft. At
Yeah,
Taft.
at
Yeah.
Taft, yeah.
LaSalle people, let's go to beach on
Wow, they have
Thursday.
gigs there now.
I know. It's the first
Wow.
time I think they're going to have it.
Can't relate, but
I can't imagine how that would work.
I know.
is it? Oh
But
yeah,
wow.
yeah, we're gonna be there regardless of the space.
Okay.
Where
Yeah.
else are we gonna be?
So that's on the 14th. Wow,
Yeah.
you guys have
The 14th.
quite
yeah.
the schedule, quite a busy schedule. So
Oh,
14th, on the 20th, on the 23rd.
23rd March 2.
March
we
2.
have another one. Is it 15? Yeah, 15. We have Lourdes School, Quezon City. Yeah, so we're gonna be there also. Yeah, that's our schedule.
Do you like, well, obviously you like playing gigs because you play a lot of it. But how is it different from like being in, obviously it's different from being in a studio, but you know, for you guys, what's the experience like when you're playing gigs?
Okay.
Like,
well,
it's different
yeah,
for
different
all
for
of
all
us.
of us. Well, for me, it's the communication you and the audience have too, like the connection, and also like when we play live, it's way different than like pag rehearsal.
Yeah.
Kasi that's why you go like mas all out pag rehearsal,
Do you
What
feed off the energy of
Yes,
Actually, yeah,
absolutely. We like it when the
super.
crowd is wild. Then we get
Yeah.
wild as well. But when the
Yeah.
crowd is also,
chill?
chill and
it's okay too.
shy.
It's intimate.
It's
yeah,
intimate.
and nice too.
yeah, I think that's one of the things that we musicians appreciate a lot when we're playing live. It's the audience when they're very receptive and they're very welcoming, and even if they don't know the songs, they like groove to it. That's one of the few things we like about. One of the many things that we like about playing live.
So you hear that, guys? If you watch them live, bring good energy,
Yeah, come on,
so that
guys.
it's a good set.
Dance in your room, in your bathroom, in your dining
Yes.
room.
Wherever you are. I'm sure they're dancing.
Feel the vibrations, guys.
Yes, you feel it.
Yeah.
So we are approaching your last
The
song.
final destination.
The final destination. Your last song for the night. I'm personally very excited for this song because it's about Severus Snape and Lily Potter. Right? It is, right?
could be.
Always.
It
Yeah.
could be.
I mean, that's the title of the song. It's always.
Yeah.
So are you guys Potterheads? Please be.
I guess I am personally.
What's
I
your
would-
house?
My house, when I tried it online, it was Slytherin. Yeah, it was Slytherin. No, it's
Kayo?
nice. It's like
Mine was Slytherin too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Slytherin.
Slytherin power.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god, are you
Hufflepuff.
also a
No, no.
Slytherin? So, okay. Slytherin and then
I like that you just
Spanish.
brushed it up.
Yeah.
So okay. Real kasi.
Hindi ka ba nagbabasa ng Harry Potter? Hindi, okay lang. Okay lang. It's okay. We can forgive that.
House Espana.
But I'm not like the biggest fan. I like the concept of waiting for several years for the reveal. So like when it was finally revealed, people were like, "Wow!" So that's how it was. Like even during the first Quidditch game and towards like 17 years of guarding Harry, it's like it's a nice concept.
Yeah.
So
it was more of the concept of their love story than their
yes,
actual
it's not
love
really
story.
about just
Okay.
Snape and Lily. No, no, no. I mean, it is. Like
Yeah.
some of the lyrics, if some of the words there, if you dissect them properly, like the sunsets and draping of branches, like the branches of, like the Whomping Willow, and
Yeah.
watching the sunsets, like, you know, like that, like those like little references. I was inspired by like Snape and Lily, but when we were working on this song, actually when we were working on this song, the band wasn't complete, so it was like chopped like several times. I would go back and forth to the studio, and I was working with Gani of Feral Fairweather, which by the way, just got married to Mick of Feral Fairweather as well, and the song is
Congratulations.
actually like kind of about them and
Oh.
their wedding. It's like it's their wedding SDE, so
Oh, that's so sweet. Kinikilig si Pao.
yeah.
Were you guys there at the wedding? Did you see it happen?
He
I saw
was.
it.
Yeah, he saw
I saw it.
So
I don't
this
know where
is-
they were. I'm not sure about where they were.
So this is a song for them, a song
And-
for eternal love, I guess.
Yeah, not just romantic love. Could also be love for your child, love for your parents. Because another inspiration is that my sister is like she just gave birth. So when I witnessed like the love of a mother to a child, it's like it's generally for love. Like, because love is always love, right? So I guess
Nice.
so.
I like
I
that.
don't know. I
like
just
that.
connected everything. Na
Yeah,
lang.
I like that.
Love is
So,
always.
Let's
Walang
hear it.
context. Love is always.
Yun na yun. So let's hear it.
All right.
This is Carousel Casualties with their last song. Is there anything else that you would like to say before you play the song? You'd like to tell the audience right now watching. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hello to my family. If you're watching this, thank you. Hello to my friends.
Si Earl. Hi daw, Sir Ventura. Oh my God, nag-cut ka ba ng class?
Resibo.
Sorry.
Oops.
Hi, Sir Ventura. Sorry. Andito po siya. Si Ryan. Oh, he's good. Okay.
Good.
All right, let's hear Carousel Casualties with their last song for the night, Always.
Lily, do you remember me? After 17 years, days go by so fast. Maybe I'm chasing a pipe dream under the shadows, hiding behind a dark cloak. 'Cause time can only tell if our wounds could ever heal. I'll shelter you in my embrace until the end of all my days. Darling, all the words that I say, magic may fade, and time may erase all the possible futures to make, and mornings that I will embrace with you. Draping of branches, paving the way for the words left unsaid, the chances we led, the memories ahead of our time. Hold my hand and you'll see a breathtaking sight, chapters so bright. Now our souls are tied. Rest in my arms and sleep tight. 'Cause time can only tell if our wounds can ever heal. I'll shelter you in my embrace until the end of all my days. Darling, believe all the words that I say. Magic may fade, time may erase all the possible futures tomorrow can make. Mornings that I will embrace with you, 'cause after all this days and years go by, 'cause after all this time, in my deathbed, I whisper the words of your name, 'cause after all this time, always. Darling, believe all the words that I say. Magic may fade, time may erase all the possible futures